Hi, this is Melanie Dawn, and this is Dawn of Wisdom. Today I want to talk about self-care and the importance of self-care. Let's talk about what self-care means. The practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness. In other words, caring for ourselves, giving ourselves the same grace, compassion, and care that we give to others. That's what it means. I love it. To have self-care rituals is important for self-compassion. I have a story about my self-care, my own discovery of the importance of self-care. It took me many years. What I thought was self-care was, it wasn't self-care. A lot of it was destruction. But I've learned self-care, and I want to share with you guys. While living in the Valley, I always loved full body massages. I would go every few weeks, always to the same person. She had the hands of an angel, I used to tell her. Then she quit. I think it was something illegal, but she quit. I then moved to the Central Coast where I live now, not realizing how important a massage was to me. I went a long time without one. I would flash back on those beautiful massages and remember how calm I felt at that time. So I just started to do a search, find the perfect massage. Took a long time. But I then found a wonderful gal who had the hands of an angel. She would come to my home, set up, and I live in a little studio, and I would burn candles and incense and low light and music, and she would give me a massage in my home. Then she moved to Japan to teach English, which I wished her well, and started my new search again. One day, on my way home from my sister's, that is 4 hours away, I stopped in Santa Barbara and started to walk down Main Street, which I love, and saw this cute little salon called the Relaxing Station. They were having a special on foot massages, so I went in. I was in heaven. Most pleasant, beautiful foot massage I'd ever had. I'd gone to foot massages in the past, but they want to rub your head, your neck, your arms, your legs, and by the time they get to your feet, I'm unable to relax. It's just too much. I wanted a foot massage that was all feet. That's what I'm paying for. So this massage in Santa Barbara was all feet, 40 minutes of feet. Heaven. I was able to relax. I closed my eyes, went into a beautiful place. I cried. I had found a place of self-care. And I think massage therapists, people who are like practitioners in their own country who rub your feet, I think they know you. I think they know your body. Now, Santa Barbara is an hour away from me, over an hour. And I have returned once a week since that day, and I love it. It's part of my self-care. Recently, I found a salon next to me here, and went there, and it's not Santa Barbara Relaxing Station, but I was able to relax and feel calm, and she began to rub my head, my shoulders. I told her feet only, and she was very cool with that, so I had the full thing on my feet. Finding calm is my self-care power. I will search, practice doing things that give me calm, and this is self-care for me. It's very, very important. A few of the things that I do is I love walking. I've always walked, but now I identify it as my self-care. I need it daily. It brings me calm. I can go inside. I think about things. I can identify things. It's a beautiful process to me. I love massages. I'd go daily if I could, but once a week is good. It's my self-care. I have a cup of tea every morning when I get up. It's part of my self-care. I write. It's part of my self-care. I take hot baths, candles. salts, nice bath pillow. I spend sometimes up to an hour in the bath. It's part of my self-care. Now I'm going to Lake Havasu this week, and my Airbnb has a shower only. I was hesitant, a little anxious. Then I had a dream that I was back in the valley, getting a massage by my therapist with angel hands, and after the massage, I would take a long hot shower, and I loved it. So for 10 days, I will have a shower, and excited to find myself a new self-care, hot water coming out of a shower head. I don't know, it sounds nice. So with all this said, my desire is to have everyone find their self-care rituals. Your personal self-care, no matter what it is, walking, running, meditation, massage, whatever it is, be aware that it is self-care. Be mindful of the way you feel and practice taking care of you. When you take good care of yourself, it is important. Make sure you take good care of your body, your mind, your soul every day. Excuse me. Here are a couple of self-care tips. Sleep. When you lie down for the night, turn off your TV, listen to a meditation, relax your body. Practice a good sleep pattern for self-care. Take care of your gut. Practice eating good food. I struggle with that, trust me. Living alone, living in a little studio, I like to eat out. I try to do it healthy, but I don't always succeed. But that's what I'm working on right at this moment, is self-care with my food. Exercise. Walking is a wonderful practice. When walking, you are able to listen to yourself. Very important that you listen to yourself. Now, I'm going to say no to others. I'm learning. I've always been good at saying no when I don't want to do something, but I'm more so now. It's part of my self-care. I love picking my grandson up from school one day a week. We have a picnic at the park, and he plays with his friends. I love it, but it's always around my self-care. I pick a day of the week that fits in with my self-care. Now it is a part of my self-care, and in return, his self-care. And of course, if they need me throughout the week, I'm always available. But my self-care comes first. I take a self-care trip. This is a big self-care practice for me, especially lately. I plan my trip. I start packing 5 days before. And it's a beautiful practice prior to leaving. During my preparation, I used to feel anxiety. I stop and I go back to my self-care practice, and I walk, take a bath, I meditate. I get back to a point where it's joyful. So even a week prior to me leaving on a long vacation, I have self-care the whole way. I lie on the floor and stretch, and therefore my preparation for my trip becomes softer. It's more of a practice of self-care. I don't allow anxiety to take away my self-care. If I feel it, I go out in nature. I get outside, I breathe. I soak up the beautiful sunlight. To me, nature heals. It heals me. Part of my self-care is I'm organized. I live in a small studio. I must be organized, or I would feel anxiety. Everything has its place. It's important to me. It feels calm. I listen to podcasts, music. I love listening to self-help podcasts, Brene Brown, Inner Bloom. I listen to things that make me feel good. I get to know myself when I'm in self-care mode. I'm taking care of myself. I learn more about me, and therefore I can be better for others. If you are so busy that self-care is not your priority, I encourage you to stop and ask yourself, how do I take care of myself? It is extremely important to plan self-care. For me, it is how naturally, but in the beginning, it's natural now. I'm stumbling. For me, it's natural now, self-care. In the beginning, it was tough, but now my journey is easy. Self-care has become easy for me. Being alone can help you to be mindful of the best ways to move forward and get grounded, whether you go on long walks, take hot baths, enjoy a movie. Look for small ways you can incorporate it into everyday life. You might wake up early, have a cup of tea, practice breath, go on a walk. When I walk, drive, I love it. I do it now with my whole demeanor, my whole attitude has changed about even driving in a car. When I would work, I would go walk on my lunch break. I always found ways to incorporate self-care into my life. For years, I didn't know how to do that. Now that I know how, it's changed my life. The more you can work self-care into your schedule, the better you'll be able to grow, enjoy your life, and thrive. Okay, my loves, go find your own self-care. Be mindful of your self-care. Make your self-care a priority. Your self-care, emotional, physical, psychological, spiritual. Find your self-care. It is the most important thing that you can do. I encourage you to start today and start writing it down. What are the things that bring you pleasure, that make you feel good, that calm you and relax you, and practice them? It's all about self-care, you guys. Okay, have a nice weekend.